6 years after the Iskander brothers were hit and killed at a marked Westlake Village crosswalk, the civil case against Rebecca Grossman and ex-Dodger Scoff Erickson continues. Earlier this week, a jury found Grossman and Erickson negligent. Today, Erickson was back on the stand, making several admissions about the crash. He said the only reason he confessed to his part was because he got caught. NBC4's Keenan Willard has been following the case. He joins us now live from outside the Van Nuys courthouse. Keenan?
Yeah, Kathy, no other way to describe this than a huge day of testimony from inside the Van Nuys courthouse in this ongoing civil trial over the death of Mark and Jacob Iskander back in 2020. We had Scoff Erickson confessing on the stand that his role in the actions and events that took place that night directly caused the deaths of the two young brothers. He said that 6 years ago, he wished he could go back and change his actions that night. But the attorneys for the Iskander family say at this point, it's really too late for that they say he needed to have made that change years ago, the night of the crash itself.
You caused the deaths, you were part of it, and you covered it up for almost 6 years, correct?
Argumentative.
Overall.
Yes, that is correct.
Scoff Erickson and Rebecca Grossman are being sued for wrongful death by the Iskander family. Prosecutors say in 2020, Grossman and her then boyfriend Erickson went out drinking and raced each other home in separate cars. Grossman crashed into 11-year-old Mark and 8-year-old Jacob Iskander in a crosswalk in Westlake Village, killing the brothers. Grossman was convicted of second-degree murder and was sentenced to 15 years in prison. On Wednesday, the jury in this civil trial found Grossman and Erickson were negligent in the boys' deaths, handing down a verdict of $176 million for the Iskander family's suffering. The trial is now in its second phase, where the jury could decide Grossman and Erickson should pay even more money as punishment and to set an example for the community. On the stand, Erickson confirmed he made more than $46 million during his Major League Baseball career. The Iskander family's attorneys say his actions were reprehensible, and they believe he needs to be severely punished by the jury.
And you agreed when you had your prior DUI that you were not to drink and drive, correct?
Yes.
You didn't listen to that, did you?
No.
Then you had this incident resulting in the death of the boys when you were drinking, correct?
Yes.
So again, you didn't follow what you agreed to do, and again you did it, right?
Yes.
And you told me when you testified here, you still continue to drink and drive, correct?
Yes.
After Erickson finished testifying today, Rebecca Grossman's husband, Dr. Peter Grossman, took the stand. He was asked directly by the Iskander's attorney if he believes his wife's actions the night of the crash were reprehensible, and he said no.
Your wife killed Mark and Jacob Iskander, didn't she?
My wife was involved in the accident, and she bears responsibility for that.
Okay.
I don't particularly care for the word kills.
Okay.
The Iskander family's attorneys have accused Dr. Grossman of not being forthcoming about how much money he and Rebecca have to pay the victims. The attorney showed video of a past deposition where Peter Grossman said he didn't know if he paid income taxes. He didn't know if he received a salary as a doctor, and he didn't know if his wife Rebecca had ever made any money. Today, the Iskander's attorney said evidence showed the Grossmans have transferred money and property out of their name repeatedly since the crash, and that recordings show the Grossmans discussed keeping their assets out of reach of the Iskander family's attorneys.
Did you and your wife talk about preventing Panish from getting control or access to all your assets?
We talked a number of things, and I believe that may have been a conversation there, sir.
Is that a yes?
Yes, sir.
And the civil trial expected to resume Monday afternoon here in Van Nuys Court. The Iskander family were not in the courtroom today. From Van Nuys, Keenan Willard, NBC4 News.